Hey fellow dadpreneurs, Adam Dukes here, and in this video I'm going to share with you 4 tips on growing a YouTube channel as a beginner. Now, it just so happens, right before I flipped on the camera, I noticed I started my channel April 13th, 2010. Today's date is October 13th, 2019. 9.5 years I've been on the YouTubes. That's absolutely amazing. That blows me away. So I was like, I have to record the video today and reference that, it's just perfect timing, I guess, serendipity, I would call it. So I have 320 videos out there in YouTube land that are available to the public. I have over 1,000 videos in total, but a lot of them are private. I did a case study video a couple years ago, how I sent out 675 emails and turned that into $60,000 in revenue. You can check it out up there after this video is done, of course. But that's why a lot of the videos are private. So 320 videos. I have 515 subscribers, which I understand that is an atrocious ratio, like from subscriber to uploads. I look at other people's channels and they'll have less than 100 videos uploaded and they'll have 50, 60, 100,000 plus subscribers. Now, I'm reminded by the quote that I love to remind myself, comparison is the thief of joy, but God damn it, I always fall into that damn trap. And yes, it can get discouraging, to be completely honest. So I use a website called Social Blade. You can check out other YouTubers' stats. It's really, really cool. I use it mainly for my channel because it gives you a lot of good stats. However, I'd be lying if I said I didn't look at other people's and compare my numbers. I certainly do that. So it'll tell you how many uploads, how many subscribers, the total video views, and then it'll do it for the last 30 days. It'll tell you how many views you got on, let's say, for example, September 16th, I got 113 views and 1 subscriber. And then September 16th, the 17th, 18th, and it does it day by day for the last 30 days. So it's pretty cool. And then it gives you like a weekly average, monthly average for subscribers and also views. And then it also gives you like estimated earnings, which I find to be quite low, but it's kind of cool to look at that. Now, I don't make any ad revenue from this channel. I'm not in the, I don't qualify for it yet. About 1.5 years ago, I think it was beginning of 2018, YouTube made some changes where you had to hit some requirements for them to, be in the monetization, the partner program, whatever you want to call it. You have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in the last 12 months. So I'm at just over 500 subscribers and I'm teetering right around 1,000 hours of watch time. So I have my work cut out for me before I monetize the channel, which is fine. That's not the goal of this channel. I'm going to share with you what the goal of this channel actually is. But it will be nice to start getting paid because I know a couple buddies of mine, they make a pretty decent income, anywhere from $6,000 to $8,000 a month putting out YouTube content. So I'm going to share with you 4 tips in this video, and this is going to be an ongoing series. This is I'm starting to grow this channel. I'm focusing on it. I have a strategy in place. I have a consistent content schedule that I'm sticking to, and I'm learning a lot along the way. So these videos are going to be 4 tips in each and every video of what I'm learning along the way, and also what I've learned in the last 9.5 years on YouTube. So these are great tips for a beginner. Some of them will be mental. A lot of it's a mindset game. Majority of it's a mindset game. Some of it will be mental mindset stuff, and some of it will be tactical stuff of how you have to do things, research things, name things, things like that. Like I said, little tips and tricks I've picked up along the way. So the first rule, or the first tip I should say, is niche down. This is very, very important, and I never really niched down until actually earlier this year. I started niching down, and it makes all the difference in the world. Now, you don't want to have a video on, like, let's say you're fishing with your buddies, and then a video of playing baseball with the kids, and then maybe a video of the reunion, or your Grandma Sally's 93rd birthday where she blew out the candles and dropped her dentures, and then maybe a sports rant on why LeBron James is the best basketball player in the world, or why Tom Brady is overrated, or whatever it is. You don't want to be all over the map when creating a YouTube channel. Not one that's going to grow and flourish. You want to niche down. So as you can probably likely tell, my channel is for dadpreneurs. My goal with this channel is to be an online resource for all dadpreneurs, to motivate them, to inspire them, to guide them, to support them, to help them learn from my mountains of mistakes. I've been in this entrepreneur space 9 years this month. I've made every goddamn mistake you could possibly make. I've made a lot of the same mistake 7 or 8 times. And my goal is to help you avoid those fighting with your partner, yelling at the neighbors or the kids, or kicking the cat, or cashing out the 401k, or getting the letters or the knocks on the door for car repossession. It happened to me a couple times in 2011, or the letter in the mail about foreclosing on the house. It happened to me, I think, in 2012. That's all scary shit. That's real world shit that happens when you become an entrepreneur. So that's what this channel is about, to help you avoid that scary shit, to inspire you, to guide you. And it's really for all dads that kind of want to get into the entrepreneur game, of dads that are going to become dadpreneurs, and then also the current dadpreneurs, again, to guide them, support them, encourage them, whatever else I can do. Avoid the mountains of mistakes I've made, like I said. So that's number one, is focus, is to niche down, to have a specific niche and focus on that. Put out content for that specific niche, that specific person, not all over the place. Like I said, with a fishing video, a baseball video, Aunt Sally's 93rd birthday, or whatever birthday I said. So that's number one. Number two is have a strategy in place. I learned this the hard way. So back in like 2011 or 12, I had a show called Sin City Spotlight on this very channel, where I would go out and interview local Las Vegas business owners and get their story. Just interview them. It wasn't with my iPhone. Back then, I don't think the video quality was that good from what I remember. I had like a little handheld video camera that I would do. It would be 6 or 7 different questions, 6 or 7 different clips, because a lot of times I'd get to their office or wherever their business was, and they wouldn't be ready, or they'd fit in a question here, then they'd have to do some work. You know, there's a dentist, there's a pizzeria, I think there's an attorney. And so it took me a couple hours just at their office, plus the drive time there and back, and then trying to piece it all together into a video, which I had absolutely zero video editing skills back then. Right now, I'd say I have about one video editing skill. I'm getting better though. So it took a tremendous amount of time. I think I interviewed 15, 18, maybe 20 business owners. So that was what I did back then. In 2015, I had some success with Shopify. And so I started recording videos on what I was doing, what was working, what wasn't working. I didn't have like a strategy though. It was maybe 1 or 2 videos this week. Next month was no videos. The next month was 2 or 3 videos a week or a month. No strategy in place, just kind of recording and just kind of sharing what was working, what wasn't working. Wasn't consistent, no strategy in place, just kind of throwing it out there very willy-nilly. This takes me into tip number 3, is you have to have a sustainable schedule, like a content strategy, a content schedule. And it was July 29th of 2018. I watched a video by the guy I follow called, his name's Jason Wardrop. I interviewed him for the Dadpreneur Freedom Show. Check it out up there after this video, of course, but shows how he's making $300,000, more than $300,000 on YouTube by doing exactly what I'm talking about here. And the thing is, that's his side business. He does multiple millions of dollars in his software business and about $300,000 in his YouTube, with YouTube, selling courses and that. So again, check it out after this video. But he had a thing where he talked about he did 100 videos in 100 days to kick off his channel. And I thought that was a really cool idea. So July 29th of last year, I told myself 100 videos, 100 days. And I got started, came out of the gate real strong, guns a-blazing, as we always typically do. And what I would typically do is I would record like 3 or 4 videos on like a Saturday, and then I would then publish them each day. So I averaged 1 video per day. However, over time, it is very time consuming. It is very hard work. And about a year ago right now, it was mid-October, I hit a wall and I crashed. I couldn't do it anymore. I pulled the plug on the whole idea. I think I did like 52 or 53 videos. So I did decent, you know. I got a good feel for it, you know. But I threw the towel in a little bit early. And what was interesting is sometime in December, it was right around Christmas time, I noticed that I had 10,000 views from the time I published my last video to that day in December. I hadn't published a single video, but I had 10,000 views, and that just showed me, it proved to me, I already knew, the power of YouTube, the power of putting out content, whether it's YouTube, whether it's a podcast, whether it's written form content like blogging on Medium or LinkedIn, or your own website. Is the content's working for you 24/7, 365, whether you take a couple days off, it's still working for you. Or take 3 months off like I did. People were still watching my videos. People were still searching YouTubes for my videos. So it just showed me that's really powerful. So January of this year, I'd do a video or 2. Didn't have a strategy in place. Didn't have a set schedule in place. But kind of dabbled around and just would publish videos here and there throughout the year. finally, July 1st of this year, I told myself, that's it. I'm going to stick to a schedule. I'm going to make it manageable. I'm going to make it sustainable. I'm going to start a schedule of 2 videos a week. I do a video every Monday and Thursday. The last couple weeks, I've wavered from the Thursday. Sometimes I publish it Friday, sometimes Saturday. But I have been consistent with publishing 2 videos each and every week from July 1st, so about 3.5 months ago. And I'm starting to see some growth, some slow growth, but it's trending in the right direction. It's not the hockey stick growth like I had hoped for, but hey, we're going to go slow. The slow and steady win the race. We're going to win this baseball game by hitting singles and not striking out, going for grand slams. So that's the name of the game, is the consistency of it. So pick a schedule that you can live with, that you can stick with, that's sustainable for you. I recommend 1 video a week. First, when getting started, like I said, when I did 2 videos per week, but I've been doing it a long time. I've got 9 years of experience. I got a lot of content ideas. I can put together a video fairly quickly, although I'm learning video editing now. It's taking me about 3 hours per video just to edit the damn video. But I recommend doing 1 video a week. Give that 90 days. See how it is. See how you like it. If you want to up this content schedule, up it to 2 videos a week, to 3 videos. The last thing I want you to do is go, I'm going to do 5 videos a week, come out guns a-blazing, and then 3 weeks later be like, shit, those 15 videos were really hard, and then throw in the towel. So I'm from the opinion it's much better to do 1 video a day or 1 video a week as opposed to trying to do 3 a week and then burning out. The last thing you want to do is burn out like I did last year. So I find 2 videos a week works for me. Maybe 2 does for you. But if you're brand new, do 1 video a week, and then, like I said, after 90 days, reevaluate, and then up it to 2 videos. There's people out there who are doing 5 videos, or Gary Vaynerchuk does 1 video a day, but he has a team in place. If you have a team and the resources, then maybe you can up it. But if you're doing it by yourself, I recommend just once a week. So again, that's the 3rd tip, is setting a sustainable schedule. Number 4, possibly the most important, and it's all up here, just like everything in life and in business. It's a mindset thing. Publish it. Just get it out there. You're going to make mistakes. My videos from 2010, 11, 12 are absolutely horrible. I don't edit these videos, as you can likely tell. The ums, the ahs, the screwing up my words or sentences not making much sense. That's after 320 videos. I'm still doing that. So I don't edit them. The far majority of these videos are just 1 take, where I record it in 1 take. Now, there'll be times where I'll pause the video, gather my thoughts, but a lot of times it's just 1 take. Now, for instance, this video, I think, honestly, is probably take number 10 or 11. But that's just, sometimes you just don't get in the groove. Sometimes you do get in the groove. So just publish it, put it out there. Gary Vee made a really good comment the other day about Martin Luther King. And he said, I have a dream speech, I think, which was in 1963. So 50 plus years ago. It was in black and white. It wasn't a fancy production. And it's one of the most talked about speeches still 50 years later. And Gary was talking about it's because of what came out of his mouth, not the production value. So you don't have to have a beautiful camera or the best lighting or the best backdrop or scenery or microphone or whatever it is. I have a little desk light that I use with like a little high-powered lamp that I use for light. A lot of it's through this window right here that I have. I try to do my videos in the daytime because it's good natural light. My camera is probably $50 from Office Max from probably 3 or 4 years ago. And then I have the Blue Yeti mic. I think I got on Amazon for like a deal for like $40, maybe $50, or Best Buy. I think I got it actually, like a Black Friday special. I got nothing fancy, less than $100 in total. So don't think it has to be perfect. It has to be a perfect backdrop. That's the biggest thing, is people getting started. If they think they have to have the best equipment, and they think they have to have their words, scripts and all that. I don't use a script, obviously. No, I got some bullet points here. Very rarely do I actually have any bullet points. But if I'm going to do a video from start to finish with sometimes I'll do training videos. But if I do a video from start to finish with just like a talking head video like this, I'll have some bullet points to reference. That's probably why I'm on take like 10 or 11 for this video. But publish the damn thing. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to suck at first. The first video is probably going to be really bad. The second video is probably going to be a little less really bad. The third video is going to be a little less really bad. By the 10th video, the 20th video, the 320th video, I'm still making mistakes. So just know that's part of the process. I really don't care if I'm making mistakes, if people call me out in it. Some people, I've had comments where they say I use my hands too much. They're like, you move your hands, what are you doing? That's just how I talk. I get kind of excited and I move around. I've had other people say you're very charismatic in comments, which that's a hell of a compliment. I'll take that any day of the week and twice on Sunday. So that's probably the biggest tip in all of these tips going forward is publish it. Get over the mindset of it being perfect. It's never going to be perfect. 320 videos in, my videos still aren't perfect. I still struggle with it. But it's just getting out there. It's the words coming out of your mouth. That's what's important. Not the perfect lighting, not the perfect microphone, not the perfect backdrop or anything like that. So publish it. So those are the 4 tips on growing your YouTube channel as a beginner. So that's it, folks. That's it, dadpreneurs, I should say. It's getting it done. It's sticking to a schedule, like I said, niching down, but sticking to that sustainable schedule that's sustainable for you. It's very time consuming. It takes work. It's consistent. Once again, it's consistency, but sticking to it and doing it over and over again. So that's it for now. These are the 4 tips. I'm going to have more, so make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that little bell notification, because like I said, I try to publish videos every Monday and Thursday for your viewing pleasure. Make sure you check out the playlist, the YouTube playlist, where I'll do tips and tricks on growing a YouTube channel. As always, if you have comments, questions, or concerns, please drop them in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer them. If I can't answer them, I will try to point you in the right direction or resource or find someone that can help you along the way. As always, I appreciate you watching. Thank you.